My name is Luke Faile. I am a new intern on staff with Crew. And if you're not familiar with Crew, Crew is a campus ministry all around the world. And we serve to bring the gospel to students on college campuses all throughout the world and the country. I am a first year intern. So basically what I get to do is I get to go on college campuses and I get to just talk with students and just kind of see where they're at, coming from their spiritual background. I think because of COVID, this year has not looked like what I was expecting it to look like. And I think that's for anybody starting a new career into this year. It looks very, very different. There has been some times where it's been really difficult just adjusting to a lot of the restrictions. So like, for instance, not being to go on campus at Otterbein has been really stressful, and just being transparent with you, it's been difficult. It's been a hard adjustment because I typically am a people person and I love just going out of my way to meet new students, hanging out with students, and it's so hard to do that right now. It's so hard to find time to meet with students. It's hard to find places to gather, and I love just meeting in groups, and it's just hard to do that right now. And I kind of share that with some backstory. I came from working at the same job for 6 years, and it kind of came to a place in my life where I loved what I was doing, but I knew I needed to do something different. I knew I needed to have a change in pace in my life, and maybe even do something that is very different, that might require some risk. And college ministry definitely takes risks. You're dealing with people's spiritual lives. You know, there's some people who I get to come in contact with who love God, love Jesus, have a passion. Then you also interact with people who don't love God, who have a lot of problems with Him, who don't want to talk about Him. So, you know, my job requires just to have conversation with people from all ends of the spectrum. And that does require some risk, because that might mean that you might get shut down. That might mean that you might get judged for what you believe in. But overall, it is just a blessing that I get to do this job, because like I decided to do this because I'm so passionate about college students. I came from a place in high school where I didn't really have a lot of friends. I was really lonely, was depressed, and I didn't really have a solid community. And my first time ever coming to Crew as a college student at Wright State, there was just these group of guys who just wanted to get to know me better, and there was like no strings attached. It's not because I was associated with a certain group. They want to get to know me as a person, and they also cared about my walk with God, which not a lot of people did that seriously in my life. I've never had like friends who helped me with that process. So Crew was kind of like that starting point of, wow, like I really want to follow Christ. And honestly, I think a lot of college students are kind of in that season when they start this new phase of life, this new phase of adulthood, where they are trying to figure out where they stand with God. They're trying to figure out like, what does it mean to follow Christ? And I think the best thing is the community. And I want to be able to provide that for students. I want to be able to help students who are having these questions of like, where do I stand with God? What does God mean to me? And helping students process through that.